Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Co-Create Talk. So this is our fourth episode. Our next speaker is actually not just another nice guy. He doesn't just document weddings. He changed how we view weddings, actually. I feel like he doesn't need an introduction.
Yeah, he does not need an introduction. And
So-
actually, he came in quite early. I was thinking that maybe if we would make it like the other, senior or like creators or artists with tenure will hear about us, then they might pay us some attention. But I think Christmas is also early for co-create people. So yeah, Merry Christmas to us, because hey, what did you do? What did you do, girl?
So now I want to introduce the one and only Jason Magbanua.
Hi there. Hi guys.
Welcome to
Thank
Co-Create.
you. Yes, I'm super happy. I'm early, Nico. Thank you so much. I don't believe naman na dapat kailangan sikat ka to be able to just attend, right? I think we share the same values of education and just being you want to share things to everybody regardless of what stage they're in their profession or skill. Yeah, so that's what I firmly believe talaga.
For sure.
For sure. Thank you for that affirmation. So humble naman.
Oh.
Sir Jace. Humble.
Before anything else, why don't we start with introduction? So would you be able to introduce yourself and then we'll go from there?
Fantastic. My name is Jason Magbanua. I'm a wedding videographer. I have been for the past 25 years. It's been a long time. I've been doing what I've been doing, perhaps because I just truly love I truly love weddings. I love the films that I create. I love connecting with clients, with couples, and being able to educate other videographers as well. So it's been a long, just really challenging, but ultimately fulfilling ride for me.
Awesome. Thank you. So I think let's go way back, right? Like when film started.
He said long.
Yes.
Way back.
Yeah. Let's go way back, no? I'm just thinking about like how film started, di ba, Nix? Like it didn't have sound actually before.
But that's not his era.
That's not his era. That's
Oh my
way
God,
back.
that's so way back. Oh
Yeah,
my
so
God,
way
we're talking
back.
about silent
Let's
movies.
not talk about age here. So yeah, way back.
That's a dig, but you'll have your
Let's
comeback
avoid
later.
that. So I feel like before when film started, it didn't actually have any audio or anything. And when it did catch up, like when cinema caught up with like having sound before, other people felt like it delineates or parang dilutes the storytelling in
Yes.
film. And I feel like that's also one of the things that when you introduce a new concept. So I want to ask this question. When you started this concept of like, it didn't have a term before, but when SDE started, what are the skepticisms that you feel like has come to like, because when it comes to weddings, it always has to be, the mindset is like, parang we need more time to prepare for this. I want to parang hone the...
More time, mas sincere, mas
editing and
genuine.
everything. So how did you counter those perceptions?
Okay, here are the skepticisms actually, and I still can remember this because when I look back at what I've done for the past 25 years, parang fresh pa rin sa memory ko because ito yung mga doubts, no? I would go to bridal fairs. Okay, number one, bakit ang ikli ng video? And these are the moms asking, right? Why are the videos? Why is this only 5 minutes? Because people at that time, or maybe sometimes siguro ngayon a little bit, no, equate the value to the length of the video, which is like for me, like it's totally. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You don't equate like, a good movie is a good movie, whether it's 25, 30 minutes long or 3 hours long, right?
True,
It does not matter. In the same way, like how big a painting is, Faith.
Correct.
How big a it doesn't matter. What matters is the skill and the time and everything, the passion that you put into the work, right? So ngayon, I get that occasionally. Because I am asked like, how long yung same day edit, right? How long yung same day edit? Which again, I try to humor and just answer. I average around 6 to 7 minutes, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. If the story calls for a 3-minute or a 4-minute video, it will be 4 minutes. If I find me as an editor that, hey, I can go on until 7 or 8 because the story, it's it needs to be told, and I find something worthwhile telling, I'm gonna do it. So again, doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter.
I
Now,
love the challenge.
oh yeah. And then
That's
secondly, when I was starting, people would say, "But ang bilis ng cuts." Okay, but ang bilis ng cuts. And before, again, we are coming from an era where wedding videos were 2 hours long. They were submitted on VHS. And it was just a total, like, straight out documentation, right? Straight out documentation. What I did was cut it to the beat of the music. Whether it was Vanessa Carlton, this was the era of If I Could Fall into the...
Yung White Chicks ba? Or ano?
White Chicks. That's the White Chicks, yeah. It was either that or it was very late stage U2 or early stage Coldplay. It was like, okay, Viva la Vida. Pam, 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 param, pam, param. Mabilis. Mabilis naman, wala akong makita. People would say. It's like, because that's the way I feel like editing it, right? Because that I want it to the beat of the music. I want pace. I want rhythm. I want energy. I want enthusiasm. And like, I had to prove to the clients that this is the new way to do it. This is the new way to do it. This is how I want to do it, right? This is how I want to do it. So those two. But mahal. Syempre, but mahal. You guys are creatives. You know that. And it was very difficult at the start. And I tell this to people when I do talks. It's like, when you're starting out, you give everything and the kitchen sink. Everything. Like everything. Jason, can I have a free photo montage? Pwede bang libre na yung out of town fee? Pwede bang may extra shooter? Pwede bang may extra disc, etc. for delivery? And I would say, yes, ma'am. What else can I do for you? Because I really wanted to freaking get the booking when you're starting out, right?
Yes.
Now, when you're a creative, there comes a time, and there must come a time when you must say that, you put your foot down. You put your foot down and you say that, hey, I am worth more than this. I am worth more than this. And therefore, I'm going to put my foot down. And this is the rate I'm going to give. And you have to meet me there. And if not, that means you don't value what I can deliver to you. It's a process.
Right. Yeah.
It's not overnight. Like, because I've said to so many free things before. And then came a time na parang, hey, I could say no to the couple. Hey, I can say no to the auntie. I can say no to the mom na. Because yun yung mahirap, guys, di ba? In the meeting, and the mom is there, but Jason, baka naman pwedeng boss mo lang. So, 35,000 na lang yan. Tapos, naka-Birkin.
Naka-Birkin.
Naka-Birkin. Tapos, yung alahas dito, magkabila, isang condominium sa Rockwell. Di ba? Parang, tita, alam mo na yan. Ganun, nagagawa ka na. Sometimes it's not an outright no. Sometimes, tita, ano ba yan? Isang lang yan? Sing-sing mo lang yan dyan. No, bariya pa, bisukli ka pa. So you gotta learn. You have to learn how to say no, put your foot down, and just really value what you can deliver to the client. It's a slow process, but it's a process that, I wish upon all creatives that, hey, you get me because you like my work. You get me not because I'm the cheapest. Always, no? You get me because you like what I do.
So in the 25 years, of course, you have your tenure already. So what are the things that are non-negotiables for you, or you are very, very sharp about when you work? Because you said, like, before, anything para makuha lang yung booking. Pero ngayon, you can just put your foot down and then, like, say, like, this is it. But so you have your non-negotiables and your negotiables. But ngayon po, ano yung hindi nagbago from your day one up until now na you're still very, very sharp and firm about?
Okay. I think ang hindi nagbago from day one up to now is the way that we treat clients. Right? We treat them with the utmost professionalism, with the utmost passion and creativity. Ibig sabihin, paramount sa akin yan. It is paramount that we treat the clients right from the end to end. From the moment that they email me, from the moment that we do the pre-production meeting, we go out for dinner or coffee, especially on the wedding day, we dress well. We are very professional. We treat them the way that that they need to be treated, and of course, follow up at the end. When we deliver the final deliverables, Sometimes we're late, but we communicate that properly. And up to the very time that, hey, this is the final project, this is a final product. My admin emails them, but me, I also send out a message that, hey, this is proudly present to you the final edit. So I think that's like a non-negotiable for me, because at the end of the day, Nico, a lot of people can do beautiful wedding videos. A lot of people. I mean, use the same cameras, we use the same lights, we have the same editing software, and sometimes people don't see like yung art. No, let's be real. No, let's be like sometimes it's not about the art. It's sometimes yung ang extra push mo, yung next 10%, yung extra 15% is from the way that you deal with the clients. It's like, di ba, parang pareho magaling to. Pero eto, in-email ako kagad para mag-reply. Ang laking bagay nun, guys. Ang laking bagay nun. Pareho magaling, medyo mas mahal pa to. But then, ako yung nag-email eh. Ako yung nag-email, nag-reply kagad. Tapos, ang ganda ng email ko. Very convincing, very, very charming. Explains everything well. Ang laki na ng advantage ko doon. Right? So, these are the things, no? Okay, secondly, I feel yung non-negotiable din, parang I always view this, you know guys, I'm always front and center. I'm doing the podcast. The Instagram account is under my name. I email the clients, but I also always still believe that it's a team effort. It is a team effort. Like, I cannot do this without people who help me out. From my production assistant, people who carry the stuff, who prepare the stuff, to my videographers, to my editors. It's always like, it's the name. I get it. It's the name, but I always make sure that, I give them their flowers every time.
Nice. Nice.
And same treatment from replying to the client up to the wedding day. And you've had difficult clients for sure.
Oh man,
No
you're like
exception.
the whole gap. No exception. But okay, here's my mantra: if I have 100 weddings in a year, and 2 people complain, absolute worst complaints ever. Fucking hate it, Jason. Can you do something else? Re-edit this, blah blah blah. I'll take it. 2 out of 100. That's not bad. That's 2%.
Yes.
My answer will always be, what can we do to make it right? Right? What can we do to make you feel better about the video? Kapag ganun, we approach it naman na parang, okay, let's not commit the same mistakes as like we did the first submission. Bigyan mo ko itemized. Because sometimes clients don't want. Clients don't know what they want, right? Okay, Les, yun pala naman na meron dun kaibigan na hindi na pala dapat nakalagay kasi magkaaway na sila, merong hindi sumunod ng dress code, merong hindi ganito, ganyan. Okay, fine. Oh. And then we submit it. Okay, even to okay, you don't like our music? Okay, tell me what you want. Tell me what music. Yung alam mo, we don't leave anything to chance na. Oh, when we submit, we did this, we did this, we did this, we did this. Hopefully, you're happy. So that's how we do it.
I look at the films that you've done. Like I did it in one go again because I think the first time I saw it was during Solen's wedding. And like looking at it again, just for the podcast, I'm like taken back to that exact moment. And I feel like you don't have the buffer. Like any ideas that come to mind, you always parang I'll do that, I'll get that. But like I'm thinking of it since it's 25 years, diba? That's a long time. And I'm just really curious, like when do you try to not make it feel very mechanical? Like, you're doing another wedding, it's just another day. How do you try to make not routinary?
Yes. Okay. That is difficult. That eats me up sometimes because can I call myself an artist?
Yeah, sure.
I sometimes kasi I hesitate. You're an artist, Faith, in the purest sense of the word. Anyways, kasi here's the danger, no? If you do something like every weekend of your life, you're bound talaga. You're bound to repeat yourself. You're bound to I hate to say formula, but just find a formula so that everything will be easier, no?
Right.
But I think it drives me crazy, but that is something that I try to avoid. That's why I said it's difficult. because as much as I can, like, I mean, non-negotiable ko, hindi ako nagulit ng music. Hindi ako nagulit ng music. Why? Because if I've used a particular piece of music that I've used before, I feel like it's cheating eh. I feel like alam ko na yung editing beats, alam ko na yung ilalagay, alam ko na kung saan yung highlights, saan yung mga voice over parts. So number one sa akin yun, no? So yun pa lang ang hirap na. Because alam ko naman maraming music sa mundo, pero to be able to find that perfect piece, that perfect song, mahirap yan. It takes, like when I edit, it takes a lot of the time to pick that particular piece of music, to pick the music bed, right? So that, and then number two, then I try to just mix up the structure of the edit. Parang conscious ako na parang ilang beses na akong sunod-sunod na nag-ending na puro first dance. Iba naman ang i-ending ko. Or parang parating nasa gitna yung bridal march ko. Try ko sa simula naman to. So these are very conscious decisions. And I think that just shows you the kind of care, because that I'm not afraid to admit, no, the kind of care that I put into when editing and when shooting videos. Because I want the client to feel that you're special. That's the exact freaking reason why you got Jason Magbanua, because you're special. We're gonna take care of you. We're gonna put the utmost care in the crafting of your video. I want you to feel special. You're like, that's why again, people, we have a lot of return clients. I've had families, the 4 or 5 people now within the family. We take that, and that is the ultimate validation, right? Returning clients within the same family.
Yes.
So yun yung ginagawa ko. And if I get like super burned out, and that happens, right? That happens. What do I do? I get an editor who's also really good. Like parang ikaw muna ngayon, mag-shoot lang ako ngayon. Ayoko muna mag-edit. I'll be the lead shooter or I'll be the secondary shooter. Ikaw naman, give me something different. I've been editing Friday, Saturday. Ikaw ngayong Sunday, parang ganyan. So, and then, I take and when I can, I travel, I read books. I'm a big fan of comic books, no? I'm a DC guy. I'm a Vertigo guy. It's like and I try to read as much as I can. I love music. Record collection is here at the back, over here as well. So it's like, it's something that I really, really enjoy. And, and I pick from the music that I listen to, the comics and the graphic design books that I read. Hey, what can I do? Whether it's typeface, whether it's typeface choices, whether it's like a color palette, that I try. I let that inspire me, so I don't get burned out, so I don't get like parang formulaic. And I think being in the industry for 25 years, I think it just shows the parang, ay pucha, hindi formula to. Because the stories we tell really, really resonate. And as a final point, I think I center the videos and films that we make around the couple. That in itself, when I try to learn about them, what they are, what they're into, what they listen to, what they binge on Netflix, how they got together, what kind of music that they listen to. Like dun pa lang, if I focus on that, they will have a unique video na eh. Because all stories of couples, they're different eh. They vary. So there.
Love it.
We would love to just open the veil and try to get a closer look of Sir Jason's daily ritual. May mga pamahiin ba tayo? And when it comes to burnout, are you more prevention or is it more cure? Because you're just, full of schedule.
Okay.
Pamahiin.
Yung burnout. Okay, gets kita, no? About the burnout, parang feeling ko hindi ko siya masyadong ini-internalize, no? I come from a generation, no? I am older than you. I am older than you. I really feel na parang hindi ko sinasabing, shit, burnout ako. I need space. I need time to heal. Yung mga ganyan. Number one, I don't think that way. Number two, I don't think I can afford that because I have kids. I'm raising kids. So I have to pay for tuition and stuff. Na parang, at the end of the day, I slap myself na parang, Sira ulo ng burnout. You gotta work, man. You gotta work. Yeah.
Definitely not a Gen Z. Definitely not a Gen
The
Z.
bills are coming in. The bills are coming in. What the fuck? You can't do that. Okay, fine. I have my 5 minutes of like feeling sorry for myself, and then it's like, oh, I gotta work again. Okay, so
Reality
definitely
slap.
not Gen Z, definitely. But so in terms of rituals, though, it's a latte in the morning, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich
Can
on
see that.
wheat toast in the morning, like, just so I don't drink my coffee, which is the ritual for me, on an empty stomach, right?
Yeah, acidic. Yeah.
Oat latte always in the morning. It's been, I don't know, 3-4 years that we've completely shifted to oat because
Oh, guys, ah.
we're
Okay.
social like that. No, I'm kidding.
Like Gen
No,
Z.
it's just like, ewan ko, sarap ng oat milk eh. I feel it I don't know. I like oat milk eh. So I know naman that it's not the healthiest, ganyan. But right now, whatever is healthy, we don't even
We're
know.
changing our
You know?
milk, guys, ha?
I've I've imbibed too many chemicals for me to get ano tawag doon, concerned about oat milk and sugars.
So I think I just want to share this. We've only recently connected because I know Tara as well. Lovely girl, talented as well. I don't say it outright, but my photos, I try to make it a bit moody, ganon.
Oh yes,
First
yes.
time. It was the first time that you called me out. Parang nag-story ako, parang tinatamad. I just posted something. Sabi mo, this is not your photo. And like, grabe naman. Parang the details. He never misses the details. I think we also had that discussion of like, these details, they never parang get past you. And I feel like you mentioned something that I also want to share with the audience na film school ruined you. So I want to talk about that. Let's talk about parang you not watching the movies the same. Let's talk about what the good stuff is and like the disadvantage to that.
I remember back in college, we had a film appreciation course. This is in Ateneo, and I loved every minute of that class. It was under Father Nick. Everybody knows Father Nick, department head for a time in Ateneo de Manila. He's a priest, and he had us watch The Natural, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So mga super classics talaga, no? Super classics. But then Kramer versus Kramer, Dustin Hoffman, and then talked about cinematography, editing, everything about that. But that in that phase of my life just ruined everything, all the movies for me at that time, because parang instead of being absorbed by the movie, right? Parang okay, ginawa ng director to kasi ganito, ganyan. Ito yung framing. Kasi ang symbolical, ang aspeto ng symbolical ng ganito. Ito yung... So it's like dissected. And of course, that really helped me as a person who makes videos. But then parang, this ruined the enjoyment for me, like instead of being immersed. And I think our conversation, Faith, led to me telling you that that's why I love summer blockbusters now. Mindless summer blockbusters. Because, you're there, you go to a DC or a Marvel movie, and it's like, I'm gonna enjoy this. Now, of course, I will still reserve time for Oscar-worthy movies or like critically acclaimed. Pero I love my Rotten Tomatoes movies talaga. I love them. Very recently lang here at home, like in this setup, I have a projector. I just watched The Brutalist. The Brutalist.
Nice.
This is Adrian Brody, and I think he won for Best Actor. And it's like, oh my God, this is a heavy movie, and I love it's 3 hours and a half. I've been meaning to watch it. It's about architecture, but it's about the story of an immigrant coming to New York. It's like, wow, this is great. And of course, after that, I watched the video essays on YouTube. But I kid you not, it was past 12 o'clock. I need to watch another movie. So I watched The Batman by Matt Reeves. Just so like, okay, to balance
Like a
it out.
counter. Oh.
Yeah, it's a counter.
Like you said, it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah. But still enjoy. That's one of the things me and my sons like to do. Pick a movie. Like we had a field day the past few weeks because Weapons came out. Weapons, Superman, and And there was this one other movie na parang sunod-sunod. Ang ganda, Fantastic Four. Galing.
That's such a treat also. Have you watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't usually like horror movies, but the weapons was like just really something.
Weapons was like, it's something else.
Now, I would like to ask about mentoring. Do you have any mentor, and do you think it's very, very important, like in your field or for us creatives and artists, to have a mentor? And where do you draw the line of keeping your originality and, not just being a copy of your mentor, of course?
Great question, no? So, back in college, I had a lot of people I looked up to. I had a very good roster of instructors and teachers back in the day. Marilu Diaz-Abaya, Kokoy Jimenez, Tony Perez, and Ricky Lee. I attended when he launched the book, Trip to Quiapo. I was one of the first people to attend his workshop, no? In another lifetime, in another universe. Maybe I'm a film narrative, a narrative director. But I roll the dice on weddings. I'm happy where I am at, right? I'm happy where I'm at. So these are people who just really built a foundation of how I make videos. Ganyan. But here's the thing. When I was starting out around 2001, 2000, 2003, there was no internet yet as we speak of, right? There was no, you could have probably Yahoo Messenger, but that's it. The thing is, I had nobody to base my work on, right? And I had nobody to ask. I had nobody to be a mentor to me to do wedding videos. And therefore, a lot of my early work was just like silly stuff. Like I watched a Guy Ritchie film and I saw Snatch. And it's like, okay, let me do the intro for a wedding, right? With the text and the floating, whatever, ganyan. I like this. Or secondly, parang, I was able to, at that time, they rebooted the Mission Impossible franchise, no? What can I do to use? I just want to use the Limp Bizkit version of Mission Impossible theme, like however, which way I will shoehorn this to the wedding video, right? So it's silly stuff like that. That's why I really feel that when it became my time that I had the opportunity to teach people, it's like, okay, come here. Let me show you. Let me teach you, right? Whether it was in an official capacity or unofficial capacity, because I would receive a shit ton of emails like, sir, how did you do this? What camera are you using? What are the settings? And I would always reply. And I think this goes back to when my first career, I was a teacher for 5 years in a college in Lucena City. And then also in Metro Manila, I did the part-time in St. Paul, Manila. I think it's part of that. Like this, what we're doing right now, education, sharing to people. I think that harks back to my foundation also as a teacher, right? And like I just want to share, and that is what holds me back from charging 25,000, 30,000 pesos for a workshop, for example, because I want to teach for free. So when somebody asks me, sir, how much do you charge for a workshop here in Cebu, in Iloilo, Baguio? I don't know what to answer because I don't normally charge. Somebody just brings me in, gives me transportation, feeds me well, and then, okay, let's do this. Parang ganyan, right? Kasi successful pa ako dun sa videography business ko. Hindi ko alam, paglaos na ako, baka I'll charge na. Just being realistic. But yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's giving back up until now. Yeah, so I feel now, sobrang okay yan. I really believe naman na parang, hey, people who come to me and then get mentored, like whether in an official capacity, like, okay, I'll teach you whatever I can. You ask, tell me what you need to know. And then, it takes a lot then, no? It takes a lot because, it's a lot of time and effort.
Yes.
Nakapagod din, lalo na. Tapos, I've been burned naman several times na rin. No? We take interns, tapos biglang, half-hearted naman. Wala naman yung puso. Yung parang, di ba? Sasayang lang tayo pa naman dito. Kailangan ko all in eh. I need you to be serious. I need to, because when I teach, I am all in. I'm all in. So I need you to I need you to be the same.
Nice. Gotcha.
Wow.
So I know that your past experience was actually you were a professor. I think you've answered this before where in another life, what would have been something you pursued? And you mentioned it's
Being a
maybe
narrator.
continuing being a professor. But now with this sort of like pivot to being a barista, I'm thinking that the
Yes.
answer is now different.
Watch out, Star Cinema. You're next.
Yung barista, it's just like a
Barista, and then
super...
after the next. After the next. Drama.
Okay ako dyan, pero tipong B-lister, tapos ano lang siya, yung best friend lang nung bida parate, medyo foil siya, pwede siya yung unang mamatay kung horror movie.
Pwede
Yeah,
ka leather
parang-
jacket.
Sidekick lang, ha? Parang comedic relief.
Wow.
But yes,
Pwede.
we're wearing
Yeah, we're
I know, I
wearing
super
the-
appreciate, guys. Super appreciate. Talaga,
You got it.
plain side collaboration. Plain side. You gotta give me glamour
Yes.
glamour
Maybe that's
photos.
something-
Nico, Feita, glamour photos of the cap. You can repost. In the dark and moody way. The fake
diba?
way.
Check. So
Check.
I wanna talk about this recent collaboration that they did. It seems like it's a very fun collaboration where you actually took over their bar. So why don't we talk about that?
Okay, so Plain Sight, one of the best roasters in the country, no? All right. So I filmed their wedding last December. They had got married, small wedding, beautiful. I think they had 3 weddings, but the small wedding, I filmed that in Batangas. It's just like 20, 25 people, super intimate. Love the
nice.
couple, no? And of course, may coffee bar doon, may coffee bar. Siyempre, ang ginamit ko na kanta, espresso. Pero hindi Sabrina Carpenter. Mahanap mo yun sa feed ko. May cover na maganda, rock and roll cover eh. Ng espresso. Ganda, bagay na bagay.
Love that concept.
Around Feb or January, Sean and Erica, they messaged me, hey, Jason, I know you're into coffee. Would you like to do a collaboration with us? I go, that's perfect. I'm celebrating my 25th year in the industry. I would love this to be part of the events of what we're doing this year. And I said, let's go. And we created a flavor. The first question when we went there, it's like, how do you like your coffee? Right? And how do you like my coffee? I like my espresso, but I don't want a super straight Brazil Cerrado, super nutty, chocolatey. I want like a hint of fruit, a hint of like sweetness. That's why may marmalade na note, no? So you're able to do cupping session. Okay. Tas parang, wow, the blend. Okay na yung blend. Anong merch natin? Oh, we're gonna do stickers, we're gonna do the cap, and then do coasters. Okay, check. Contacted Project Tex, who I did stuff na before in a textile, old school art style for the branding of the coffee. And this one for the merch, and then the coaster, leather coasters, very beautifully done by Leather Fellow. And then, of course, a highlight is nag-take over ako sa HQ nila as a barista. It's like I've done that before. In a bridal fair last year. Then ang saya, nakakapagod din, pero sobrang saya. Pero this one, oh my God, these are gonna be like super people who are really into coffee. But I had my bar backs naman. I had people to help me out. And it was a great experience. That was last July. And parang, okay ito. Saya nito. Pero nakakapagod pala maging barista dahil, you have to talk to people and then you have to pull the coffee and it's quite difficult. So I have I've known that being a barista is hard, but I have a newfound respect for what they do. Yeah.
Kasi this time, you're in front of the people. Usually kasi nasa behind the camera ka, di ba?
Yes.
But you, sir, you looked so excited when he was narrating about the experience. You should have your own coffee shop.
Easier said than done,
SDE,
Nico. But
with SDE every day.
we'll do that.
Okay. By closing time, there should be an SDE. Yeah, right?
You know what? When we go to Dipolog, When I go to Dipolog, let's do a
Yes.
bar takeover. What's the name of this coffee shop?
If you haven't heard about OG, they're located at Minaog. Yes, Minaog. See what they did there? ONG for their last syllable of their location. They're your go-to worry-free cafe. They have good parking, strong Wi-Fi, delicious meals, and a good variety of drinks. Plus, a cozy interior and a warm customer service. You don't have to think about anything else when you choose OG. You can always do your thing. But first, OG coffee. Which version of Superman do you like?
Okay, I really love the Corin sweat. I love the Corin sweat.
You guys, you heard
Superman.
that?
Excited.
Dark
Because
and
he's
happy.
so human. This is the way Big Blue is supposed to be. Like parang innocent. Like stands up for the smallest of the people. Takes care of squirrels. Takes care of pets. Parang that's him. That's Superman birthright. Eh. I love Snyder. For me, kasi since I'm a DC guy, I'm a Superman guy. I love all the variants. Right? It doesn't matter. I'm just happy there's a movie. Right? Like ingit ako sa Marvel every year meron. I'm just happy that Superman has another movie. I love the BVS. I love the Snyderverse. But then it's time to end that. Iba naman tayo ngayon. My comics are over there.
My comics are...
Grabe. You get to see his collection.
This is Christopher Reeve, no Superman, the original.
Yes.
There.
Remember the belt? I
Yeah.
love that they
Colored
brought back the
bags.
hair, the curl.
Uh.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
One
Ayan
of
na,
the Birthright is one of the best talaga. Birthright mo.
Grabe.
Birthright,
One of the
guys.
best.
And you went to the when you watched the
All-Star?
recent one, you wore the shirt, yung sabi mo. It was
Yes, I wore the shirt. I'm so happy because it's a 15-year-old. It's a 15-year-old Zara shirt that still fits me up to this day.
diba? Flex.
Hey,
Dude,
Sarah.
I'm crazy. I'm crazy that way because when I watched Batman in the theater run, that was Halloween yata. That was like 4 years ago. This is the Paul Dano Riddler, right? Robert Pattinson. I freaking got a mask and a jacket, a Riddler mask and jacket. I don't know.
Grabe.
I'm stupid that way. I went to a power plant with a mask. It's like, okay, sige. Baka
That's
harapan
not
ako ng-
stupid. They're just very normal.
It's just Big Bang. Parang Big Bang.
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, I take my movies seriously. I take my comic books seriously. So there.
That says a lot about you.
Truly, thank you very much for being so open and
I do have a question though. You know, in the Philippines, it's a virtue to be humble. But I feel like you're selling yourself short as a creative. So how do you deal with that kind? Because when you sell yourself, it kind of sounds a bit arrogant for some.
yeah.
Parang ganun.
Tanat.
Ano ba yung...
Okay, balance yan eh. Balance.
Oh.
Okay. So, yung humble, yung humility, hindi to act eh. No, hindi to act. There are a lot of people who they don't take two compliments really well. Alam mo yan, di ba? Parang, oh, ganda mo ngayon. Gwapo ka. I think balance pa rin. Kasi merong paraan talaga eh. And you're into branding, Faith eh. Di ba?
Yes.
Diba? You're into branding eh. When you see the feed, alam mo kung authentic yung tao eh. Alam mo kung that person speaks the truth. Alam mo naman kapag manufactured to.
Right.
So I guess it really comes down to like the individual, the artist. And if a person is brash and arrogant and confident, I mean, walang problema yon. No? That's the way that if you wanna present to the world that you're like this. I mean, like go, and especially if you can back it up. No, if you can back it up, you have the talent as a creative. You're a superstar photographer. You're a great singer, whatever. That's you. No, and ako naman, it's always like parang ma-imposter syndrome ako eh. Na parang, okay, fine, tagal ko nang ginagawa to. Alam ko magaling ako, marami nagsasabi na magaling ako, pero I'm gonna leave other people to say that. I'm not gonna be the one to say that. Di ba? Ganun eh. That's the best kind of selling. You have other people, you have bannermen for you. You have bannermen. And bannermen, banner women. For me, I try to just really be true to myself. The most freaking overused word in marketing right now is authenticity. Allow me to use it. But it's like just being true. Like the parang, hey, I'm a wedding videographer. Done this for 25 years. This is my work, right? This is my work. And like, you like it or you don't like it. Parang ganyan. So, that's the way I know. It's just like really a balance, no? A balance na
Right.
kasi ako ang crisis ko ngayon parang di ba sa Instagram, di ba? Wala kasi akong personal account eh. Wala akong personal account. Lahat yan iisa lang, no? Parang minsan na ano ako na parang oh my god. Nagbebenta na naman ako. Ganyan naman ang social media eh. Di ba? Ganyan ang social media ngayon na parang you're always selling. Even if you're not selling a speaker, a computer, a camera, you're selling yourself. It gets tiring. It gets tiring. So parang, okay, magpo-post na naman ako, sasabihin ko na naman dito, what a lovely couple, what a lovely wedding. I mean, they're all lovely. But you have to find ways to, thank God for ChatGPT, right? Thank God for ChatGPT. But like, it gets tiring na parang, pero kailangan magbenta eh. Ito yung negosyo eh. This is how I pay the bills. This is how I meron akong luho. So kailangan mabalance mo lang na parang I'm selling myself but you know, it's parang huwag naman masyadong hard sell. So ano yan, push and pull yan. Some days it's easier, some days it's harder.
Yeah, I think it's really about the algorithm. The algorithm isn't friendly for artists like us because we don't want to sell, we want to create. Yun kasi.
Yes. But we want to sell too, Faith.
Yeah.
Ano ba? We want to sell too.
Ayun, authentic.
Honest lang tayo.
It's very unforgiving, the algorithm. But it's something that I've resigned myself. I mean, it's dati, you know, you post a picture of your breakfast, you post a picture of you. It's like people comment, they're like, hey, ganda naman yan, sarap naman yan. It's like there's a conversation, there's a dialogue. But right now, it's like, you put a fire emoji and that's it. And that's it. And I guess sometimes, from a branding marketing perspective, like you can be everything to all people, right? So therefore, I'm posting this and this is a love letter to my couple. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. We had a great time at your wedding and these are the moments that I felt like really, really resonated with me. Now, and then if other people resonate with that, if other people, wow, this is the kind of videographer Jason is. Okay. I'm gonna send a DM to Jason. Or na parang, I don't need to impress everybody. I'm past that point. I'm past that point. 25 years in, alam ko na market ko. Alam ko na. I know who the people I appeal to. And therefore, like parang, even though the algorithm sucks, even though Instagram has become like just a wild, wild west of selling, of promoting. When I post, like parang there is a subset of people that I appeal to, and that's what I hope. That's the audience I hope to get. And to
I
attract.
love that you understand that aspect of a brand because, Jason Magbanua isn't just you, it's a whole brand. So parang the whole aspect of like the storytelling and making sure that your clients are taken care of, that's really something that your clients really appreciate. And for us who look up to you, parang ang ganda. I think those are the people and the creatives that do sell if they prioritize branding, di ba? Parang ganda.
Can I tell you something, no? So, I am an AB Com major, which means that I did broadcasting, journalism, TV, ganyan, no? So but nothing about marketing, like zero. When I was starting, I like early on talaga, sabi ko, what kind of videographer would I want to be, right? What I want to be. And that's when I just devoured books on branding and marketing. Lahat. I have a library full of guerrilla marketing, what is branding, what is a logo, typefaces, everything. No? So it was very, very early on that I that I realized, and I know that this will hit you like direct to the heart. So parang branding is not about the logo. Branding is not about the website. It's not that. And it's not even something that you can dictate, right? It's not something you can dictate because branding is how you make the audience, your clients feel. And sometimes your messaging is not enough. It's never enough. It will always be, I can always say, I'm number one, I'm the best, I'm number one, like have the best videographer. But if the clients don't feel that way, the branding does not work. It does not resonate with them because it's like different messaging. Eh. So when I was starting out, ang branding ko doon, hey, ako yung magaling na mura. Ganun talaga. Putik, 17,500 pesos video. Right?
Grabe.
2002. Right?
Grabe, no? Amazing.
Okay.
Kasi
So, dati ganon. Tapos naging, okay, magtataas na ako. Ano na? Yung parang, tapos nalaman ko na, yung luck, kasi middle class ako no? Tapos, nalaman ko na, like rich people, they care about the price. They care about the price being expensive. Like, kasi dati, nagbibigay ako ng quote na mura sa isang yung mga mayayaman na client and I would get turned down. Parang ba't gano'n? I would get turned down. Galing ko naman, okay naman to. Value for money ako. Eh yung space pala na gusto kong ma-reach, the clientele that I want to reach, they don't freaking care about value for money. They want like the best, the ultimate luxury, whatever. And that's when I started na, okay, I think this is the kind of clientele I want to reach. Ayoko nung masyadong madami. I'm gonna hit maybe 80 to 100 weddings in a year, but at a premium price. So that's when I learned to, okay, this is the confidence and the aura I want to exude. So magmamatch kami ng client, So, and a lot of that is yung mga non-video related dressing well, diba? Dressing well, how you present yourself, ganyan. Last anecdote. So before, ang mga clients ko, ang yayaman na. Swerte ako May Atinista connection nito. Ang mayayaman na sila. And then pag nagtatanong ako, saan ang honeymoon nyo? Tapos sasabihin nila sa Paris, sa Paris o kaya sa Italy. Tapos ko, okay, kasi I'm late to the game no? I only traveled maybe 2002 na. No? So ano na ako na, mid-20s na ako, late 20s na ako. I was never given the opportunity Ngayon, as I was able to travel the world, ganyan, na parang yung experience ko lumawak na. So from before, oo na lang ako. And then later on, nare-realize ko when people, I would, isa ng honeymoon nyo, Paris, Italy. Okay. Oh, you have to check this Portuguese restaurant in Champs-Élysées. Pero meron din silang branch outskirts. Super nice yan. It's silly, it's Portuguese, but it's really the best. So like, let's not even start with French cuisine, mga ganyan. And also, ito, there's a leather crafts maker na ganito, ganyan. Or you're going to Rome? Or you're going to Tuscany? Okay, so I have a recommendation for you. Yung parang, level na tayo. Parang ganyan You have to meet them at that level. Na parang
it's also about thought leadership. Kasi if you do want to do destination wedding, you have to know the place already. Parang ganun.
Yes. I guess in the same way that Ollie does wine, right?
Yes.
Ollie does wine. It's the same way I do coffee. Pero coffee naman for me talagang super personal talaga. Yung may journey talaga ako dati. 3-in-1 lang naman ako. Nagdadala pa ako ng creamer sa Europe Tapos biglang, really? Guys, mag-espresso ako doon. Mag-americano ako. Tapos lalagyan ko ng creamer. Ayan. So that's, ganun yung thought leadership ko dati. So, and then I just learned.
Super honest. Let's go.
I just learned along the way that, okay. Coffee can be better. Coffee will taste like real coffee if you don't mask it with Nescafe creamer and sugar.
Okay, I guess that ends our episode for the day. So we want to thank Jason Magbanua. Thank you so much, J-Mag, for being here. We really appreciate the presence and the insights that you had for Co-Create.
That feels like a talk, really. Thank you very much.
Thank
Sir
you.
Jason.
You're most welcome. I had a great time. Let's do this again. All right? In person.
In person, for sure. Yay!
To those who made it until this part of the episode, thank you for listening. That was such an insightful episode, and please look forward for more. This is Co-Create Talks. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify. Bye!